Hey everybody. Well, we're just here in the nursery, and if you hadn't got a chance to see the previous video, so this is the special baby that came yesterday that I was like, oh my goodness, so surprised. I knew I was getting the two babies to do their hair, but I didn't know that this special baby would come in another box. I thought it was clothes actually, because she had said, oh, I got some clothes here, I was thinking to send them on to you. And so I knew I had some Happy Mail coming, and so that's actually what I thought it was. And so we had talked about this one quite a few months before, and she's a Down syndrome baby, which she will be the most precious baby, of course. And how we got on the subject of her was, you know, I need a bib. I've got to get a bib here. So let me just, they called them institutions, but they've done away with all that. And this was up in New York. And so I talk about Cece often. Cece was a resident there, and her parents had placed her there when she was little. And I don't know if you, for the new people that may not have tuned in to the other videos, you maybe don't know, and I don't want to repeat over and over again, but so Cece was one of the residents there, and I think I left the last one off at my kids. So I had two boys, and I often talked about Cece, and she was my favorite and all that. And I said, you know, Cece has never been able to go outside and sit in the green grass, and she has never had like normal kids do, and it would be so much fun to bring her home. And I was so attached to her. She was just so much fun for me, and she just warmed my heart so much. And so over the course of months, I got attached to her. So I present this to my boys, and I said, would you like to go up and meet Cece? At the time, this is how far back this goes, payroll was given out by checks every 2 weeks. You did not have it direct deposited like today. And so every 2 weeks was payday, and I said, well, next time I have payday, we'll go up there, and then I'll show you Cece. I'll introduce you. So that's what happened. And so of course, when they took one look at Cece, they just stood back. They just didn't know what to think about that. And then when we got in the car and everything, I said, what's the matter? You know, Cece's so cute. And they said, Mommy, she's not cute. Blah, blah, blah. She scares me, and she's this, that, whatever. Well, I said she shouldn't, because she doesn't ever do anything wrong. She would just play. She would never hurt you or anything. And so I tried to convince them over the weeks, over the months. And I said, maybe next time you go over there, you should just go up to her. You know, she would probably like that. And anybody that would pay any attention to her, she would like. So I don't know what she would do about the kids, because, well, they're same size as her. She would probably just think nothing of it. So anyway, again, they didn't really want to go, but I said, oh, come on, you know. So I did take them with me, and they just wouldn't have nothing to do with Cece. They just didn't want to go. They were so shy and bashful, and so scared, they said they were. So when we get back home, we talk about it, and they just didn't like her. She scared them. She was ugly. All this stuff. I said, oh my gosh, no, no, no. And so anyway, Now, when I was working, you know, you can get bullied at an older age. You don't need necessarily get bullied when you're a young teenager or whatever. Let me just see if this camera is working, because you know what it wants to do all the time. Okay, so I'll do this so I can keep an eye on it. Okay, well, we should burp her first, and then I can keep an eye on the camera. So, okay, so, I said, well, why are you so scared of her, you know, and everything, and then, that was just, that was not going to go anywhere. So I actually forgot about that, but what I meant to say is, you don't have to be like a young person to be bullied. Like, they do bully kids these days, and that's a big problem and stuff. And I was actually bullied, and I was like in my 20s. So I took a liking to Cece, and everybody, like I said, we were given kids to be their advocates, and everybody just said, I don't know why you like her. I said, you know, you're just like my boys. They don't seem to like her either. And they all agreed that the boys were smart and I was not. I said, oh. Well, I said, at least you don't have to worry about taking care of her. Then whatever, you know, she needs, I'll just call me, you know, because I don't mind. Even if she poops her pants, which she never did have an accident or anything like that. So she was pretty good, like potty trained, even though she wasn't matured or developed, you know, in her brain. She was potty trained. So, I don't know, I would think she'd be like 6 months to a year. But actually she was like maybe... She did know some things, so, and eat and potty, so that's like 2 or 3 years. So some parts of her brain were working okay. So anyway, I took a liking to Cece, and she was mine. I was her advocate, and I liked that. And everybody else would just shake their head, and I said, I don't know, you know, I'll just don't worry about it, you know, I don't seem to mind. So it takes one kid off your hands, you don't have to worry about it. And so, but they would just shake their heads and stuff. So anyway, Cece, over the time, because there was like 5 years, let's see, it's 5 years that I was there. So in the first few months, I was kind of put here and there and everywhere, not an assigned floor. And then I think that, I can't really remember, like first few months. So 4 years and something, I was on that floor from the whole duration. So in the other video, I had mentioned that in the afternoon was a good time. All the work was done, the meds were given, the baths were given, and beds were made and all that. So all our work was done, you know, in the morning basically. Then after lunch, then you just clean up from lunch, and then you could do whatever. So I would sit and rock Cece. And again, I'd get that look and the shaking of the head. Oh, goodness, like it was such a thing, right? But anyway, so there was this bond that was forming all the while. And isn't she just so cute? She's just the cutest thing. So she's my little Down syndrome baby. Yes, she's special. And, which they are. So we had a few Down syndrome children. Let's see, so can't remember exactly, because this was like back in the 80s, but then we all lost our jobs. Crazy governor decided to close the institutions and close the other buildings too that were for the... Okay, just trying to get this so you guys can see. I'm gonna put her change of clothes on her. So there was the mental institutions also, plus, that was in one building, or several buildings, 2 or 3 buildings. Then there was the developmentally disabled. Those kids, residents, were in other buildings. So the whole shebang closed down. So we all lost our jobs. Now the seniors, the ones that were there, 10 or 15 years, they got to go to group homes. And then the other kids that were left over that weren't, they couldn't be put in group homes for one thing or another. They just didn't meet all the requirements to go in a group home. They had to be absorbed through to other developmentally disabled. I just knew that was going to do that, and I was just standing right here just waiting for it to do that. So yeah, the camera shut off. I found out that there's a inside timer, and it's so that when you're doing videos, you can't do like long videos. It's an automatic thing, and there's no way to shut it off. Okay, so those were where the rest of the kids went to that had to be absorbed somewhere. So anyways, I lost my job, but and I don't even know what happened to Cece. So her family never came and whatever, and I don't know, if they were even alive or if they were in another state, or I don't know anything about them, but they didn't come, and Cece didn't seem to mind. She she just seemed to be all right with anything. So I would sit and rock her, and I found this dress that I thought would be so cute to put on her today. How cute is that? Little outfit change. And so I would sit and rock her, and she would like look up at me, and she didn't talk or anything, so she just like looked up at me and would smile like, thank you for rocking me. So anyway, she just was special. I don't know if there's a reason, just isn't a reason, I guess not one reason. She was just so special. And that's why Julie, she said, well, you've got to have this one. Now her name is really Hope on her birth certificate, but we named her Cece last year sometime. No, months and months ago. I don't even know when it was the first month we talked about her, but she was in storage actually, and so I got her and stuff, and so she came yesterday, day before yesterday. So she actually is perfect. She has some where she was fixed around her neck, and I thought I would see if I can do anything with that at all, and if not, it's gonna just stay like that. And she's not perfect, but yet she is. In other ways she is. So the thing around the neck is not a big deal. So they should just make these buttons just a little bit smaller. Then they would be micro buttons. Ay, ay, ay. So anyway, I loved the Cece. I actually did. I can actually say that I had grown to love that little girl, even if she was older than me. But it was just, she was Down syndrome. She was, she had, problems, lung issues, and oh, there you go. How's that? Let me just see here if the camera is picking you up. I wish I had one of those cameras that had the flip thing where you could see. Okay, so doesn't she have the cutest hair? You have the cutest hair. Did I tell you that already? I think I probably told her last night. She spent the night in my room, and we just had a great time. I did a lot of talking and she did a lot of sleeping. So anyway, she was very quiet. You're quiet, yes, you are. And she has the short hair, nice and blonde, but she has the short hair, and so whoever rooted her, they cut her, give her a nice haircut with short hair, and it's perfect. A lot of the other babies have long hair for putting up in the pigtails and stuff, but Cece, you know, it reminds me of the other Cece. She had short hair too, and she always had food in her hair, so it was good to have short hair with her because she liked to play. But look at this. This is like so cute. I mean, it's really short. You can see that. But yeah, her hair is very nice. She was rooted very nice, and short style is very nice too. Not always do they have to have long hair, like to put up in pigtails. It's nice to do that, but sometimes short hair is cool too. So there she is, and she's got the right complexion. Has the, let me just see, she has the rosy features, and her she's a little mottled, like on her legs and stuff, which is real. It looks so real. So this blonde hair is her perfect. And let's see if I can get you up here. She's 14 pounds, so she's a big girl. So there, she's all peaceful, and her dress is so cute. So anyway. And she was no trouble at all last night. None whatsoever. So, anyway, she's the joy of the nursery. Not that all the other ones are not the joy of the nursery. They certainly are. But she has a special place in my heart because she just reminds me of Cece. If she had red hair and a pointed nose, she would look just like Cece. That's how Cece looked. So I have her on a pillow now. That's more comfortable, isn't it? Yes, it is. There. And you can just have your sister over here. Hold you there. And there's Sissy Pooh right there. She's always smiling, that girl. No matter what. So, okay. And then this will be your little cuddle bear. Yes. Let's see. Is that cute? That's a cute little bear. Let me turn this light off. How cute is that? Isn't that just the cutest thing? So one press is just a light. 2 presses is the music. Welcome to the nursery, and I just wanted to share this with you. And I just put the booties on her, and there's a nice little sweater that goes with this, and it will be perfect when we go for a walk. And there's a cute little bonnet, so she can be all pretty when we go for a walk. Yes, you do look like Cece. Yes, you do. I see her in you. Yes, I do. So, meet Hope, but I've given her another name, Cece. That's her middle name, and she will go by Hope Cece. And Cece is Cecilia, and I will call her Cece. You'll hear me call her Cece. But her name is Hope. She was born on February 22nd, 2013. And she weighs 14 pounds, and she's 21 inches long. And I wanted to read this to you. Pleasant dreams. Dreamland spreads upon your tiny face with a sweet smile for my heart to embrace. Angels are dancing with delight, singing softly to you in the night. When the dew kisses the morning sun, another day will rise for you, my little one. Isn't that just so precious? And I'll read you another one, The Gift of Pure Cold. Now who was that for credits? By Vicki Emblem. The Gift of Pure Cold. From where, my little one, did you really come? Are you a cherub from above? A golden ray of sun? A tiny bundle, soft and warm, with a precious little grin? A twinkle in those big brown eyes, and a tiny little chin. Seems I have always known you, and who you really are. In your crystal eyes I see you like a shining star. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you can give me thumbs up and subscribe, that'd be like super awesome. And yeah, give me a like so you don't ever miss a video, because we're back with this precious baby in the nursery. We're gonna call her Cece. So thanks for watching, and may all your dreams and wishes come true. Bye for now.